So welcome to the first review series here of Review the World. Review the World. So I'm here in Italy. I'm here in Bologna, and we're at this nice spot here, and we're about to do a review. So first of all, 10 out of 10 for the napkins. As you can see, super clean napkins. We're gonna get an Americano, which is something they don't really drink here in Italy. That, as far as I know, I mean, they drink it, but it's not really a preference. They like their coffee just means like espresso, which is just a short coffee, like a shot of coffee, really. I don't really drink that, so I got an Americano. So we'll see how that goes. Ambiance is really nice. The city of Bologna, really nice city. Great architecture. It's very vibrant. It's a college town. So fun place. Fashion obviously is very big here. You can see the style people have, and that's Bologna for now. We're gonna try the espresso, and one thing I can tell you, a little secret, is that actually pizza from Modena is my favorite pizza. So Modenese pizza, Modena, as far as I can tell. I think it's called Tendo, but I'm not sure. Tenda. I'm really not sure, but I think it's a Modena pizza. And that's just a side note. I'll do a later review on that if I'm able to. But Modena pizza is really good. So let's see here. The Americano's gonna come. We're gonna give it a try. Italians are known. I think they use a mix of Arabica. Is what their coffee preference is. They're pretty particular. The one thing that can be said about the espresso is the best espresso, in my opinion, has like a caramel color to the side. Obviously the coffee is dark, but on the sides of the espresso there's a caramel kind of color. We won't see this in the Americano, obviously, because it's diluted with water. But in my opinion, that's the best espresso, when it has that little caramel color on the side. It can be good, but most of the time I don't like it because it's too strong, it's too dense, too thick. But if you want a good espresso, I would recommend to look for the places that have the caramel kind of, I guess I would call it iris, like of your eye, like a caramel iris of the eye. It has like on the sides of the cup, it's that caramel color. It's a particular brew, obviously you have to know about it. Believe it or not, Starbucks has it. Starbucks here in Bologna has an espresso with the caramel color. You wouldn't expect it, I think, maybe you would. But they have the caramel espresso, and I'm assuming it's a certain mix of coffee bean, 70% Arabica, whatever, and so on and so forth. So here we go, we're waiting. Service is good, they're polite, nice ambient. If you are looking for chargers in Italy, if you're traveling and you want to charge your phone at your hotel, or charge your home, where you're staying. Charge your phone, not your home. Don't charge your home. Charge your phone wherever you're staying, because out in public in Italy, even at cafes, it's hard to find a charger. Like, this is a very large cafe for Italian standards. Usually they're very small, and there's only one charger here. I was fortunate enough to get it, but it's a noisy area, so I apologize because I'm not able to film appropriately. Because it's so noisy, but it is what it is. So just be aware, if you come to Italy, charge at your hotel your phone. Don't go out with a half battery or 25%. Have the battery ready before you go out. Other notable things: the city feels like a house. Because there's arches everywhere, and it's everywhere there's this like arched architecture and ceilings. So during rainy days you won't get wet if you know where to walk, because it's like this. I'll show you. So here's the outside there. So you won't get wet in rainy days if you go out here. I was a little quick with the camera, but you see it's all like that. But every city in Italy is like an autograph. They're all different. None of them are the same. So here we go. We got the beautiful presentation, the water, the this, and the coffee. Thank you. And here's that caramel color. So here's the espresso, and here, if you see, there's that caramel. So we did get a chance to see it because they give you the water. They give you the water like a teapot, and then you kind of make it however you want to make it. I like mine. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but I just like a long coffee. I just like to sip everything. But everything I do is like that. I like to extend my flavors as much as possible. Whether it's a cigarette, whether it's coffee. I just like to take my time. I take my time with everything. So, if you are one of those people, I think Italians had a pretty big influence in New York, because I think they do things espresso, as some would say, very quickly. The espresso is the correct pronunciation, but I'm making a play on words. They like to do things quick. Espresso, boom, 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 quick. And I think that's where you see the Italian influence in New York. And also that's with the espresso, get it done, get it over with, on to the next. I'm a person who enjoys, I'm kind of leisurely, and that's not really the speed here. But about Italy, every city is like an autograph. They all have their own particular style. Bologna has its own signature, and Venice, every city has its own signature. And that's probably because this was, in history, these were city-states. So here's my coffee now. I've made it, so I've ruined it. This is ruined, and I understand why. The caramel color is gone, the richness, the flavor is gone. But I don't drink like that. I drink long and slow, so it's not my style. But yes, I understand that I ruined the espresso, and that's probably why they bring this water. They're telling you you're ruining the coffee, which I am for somebody else, but not for me. For me, I like to take my time and sip my coffee and just kind of enjoy the warmth. For me, it's the warmth and a little bit of the flavor. Like, I would have taken tea, but I didn't. I got coffee instead. But anyway, every city is like an autograph, and that's because it was city-states. So Bologna here, I think the most prominent family in Bologna is Fava, F-A-V-A. But I don't know. Italians, when they say they're big on family, probably what that means is Italians actually do have a clan system. They do have a clan system, but it's actually probably, this is just a theory, but it's probably really, really huge. Like, it's a huge clan, like a huge clan, still based on the city-states, and they have their own politics, which excuse me, which are pretty much like family politics, is what I'm assuming, because everything's family. So Italy is a clannish culture. It is, I believe, and I don't know this for a fact because it's very tight knit, very closed, which is fine. I'm not here to join. I'm here coincidentally, really. But this is something you should know. Every city is like an autograph. Every family has its own signature. It's its own style. Has its own persona, and it's very, very strict hierarchy. So let's give this Americano, this ruined espresso, I should say, it's probably better. Let's give it a shot. Or not a shot. The shot's over. Let's give it a sip. For me, it's delicious. Obviously, it does taste watered down. It's not like the espresso, so you don't get that nuttiness, the really rich nuttiness from the real espresso. You don't get the real, because that's really it. It's almost like a hazelnut flavor, like a real proper espresso. For me, I'm not an expert, but a real proper espresso for me has that nutty richness from that caramel color. I don't know how they get it. I'm assuming it's a bean, but I don't even know all the beans. I know Arabica, and there's all kinds of them. There's so many different types of beans, and you have light roast, dark roast, medium roast. Light roast is the strongest. In my opinion, coffee in Italy is not very strong. At least not for me. It's not a light roast. I don't think they use light roasts. They probably use dark roast and medium roast, is what I'm assuming. And then they're mixed. And then their famous mocha, which I've never used. Let's give it another go. Yeah, it's good, very good. This is excellent. So I recommend this place. This place is called, I think it's called, I'm not sure what it's called. I'm gonna have to ask them. It's my mistake, rookie error. But it's my first show, not to know the place. So it's my mistake here. Let's go up and give them a. We'll go up and ask them. They're nice bartenders here, very friendly people. So let's ask them what this is here. I can't read backwards, but here you can see this here, San Felipe. San Felice?
Yep.
San Felice.
San Felice is the name.
So San Felice is the name of the place here, near the center of Bologna. Really good. I give it, my recommendation for the coffee and for the ambience. I give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. As far as Bologna is concerned, my critique would be more chargers, in the place. That's probably the only critique I have. It's very clean, great location, friendly staff, very good coffee. Obviously, the coffee gets a 10 out of 10. I'm not a coffee expert, but the coffee gets a 10 out of 10. They do have wine, they do have alcohol. It seems like they do have some I'll show you the display of food they have. So this is very common of that they do this croissants and stuff like that, sfogliettis and whatever they're called. So here you can take a look. Here they even have these pre-packaged biscottis, and then here's the pastries. A little crispy. Someone got a little carried away, it looks like, in the oven, or lost track of time, but still looks very good. Haven't tried the food, won't try it. Like I said, I had already, I happened just coincidentally to have a pizza, which I think is like Modena pizza, and it was the best pizza style. Obviously, it was just it wasn't anything special, but I like that style of pizza, and I think it's a Modena pizza. They don't really talk about it. Mainly, they talk about pizza napoletana, I think, and but we'll do a review on that next time we get an opportunity. So San Felice, Bologna, Italy, 9.5 out of 10. If you're looking for a mellow place to relax, the only thing is they could use more chargers in the location, which is a strange thing to say, because people don't come for chargers. But I think it's important, for people who are out traveling, that they have access to phones and chargers. Because you never know. You go to your hotel, maybe you want to stay out longer in town, but you can't always buy a charger pack. So if you come to Italy, and you plan to be out longer, kind of out and about, and taking lots of photos and videos, probably just buy a portable charger, like the extender battery thing, and that's what I recommend. So San Felice, 9 out of 5 out of 10. All right, so signing off. Right.